This is my favorite sound.
I didn't start out in coffee. I was trained as an engineer. But in 2014, I left that path to become a barista. That eventually grew into a neighborhood cafe. I've competed in barista championships, won a few, and now judge them. What kicks me in coffee is how the culture keeps evolving. In this city, you will find it all, from traditional kopitiam to modern cafes and everything in between. I'm bringing you to a few of my favorites to show how Singapore drink coffee in its own way. This is part of my routine.
So right now I'm brewing a coffee from Peru. Exhibits a lot of specialty coffee flavors, orange notes in it, malic acidity like red apples, and the sweetness of honey.
Specialty coffee can sound like it belongs in high-end cafes, but I believe it should be part of everyday life. That's why I opened it in the neighborhood.
I believe that good coffee should be shared with many people. It should be comforting, easy to drink, and it is something that one can enjoy by themselves or with their friends and family.
Watching someone enjoy a new flavor, that's still the best part of the job. Long before pour-overs and espresso shots, this was Singapore's coffee. One place that's kept to that tradition sits tucked in the neighborhood of Lavender. It's a type of local coffee shop known as a kopitiam. They've been serving coffee the same way since the 1970s. Dark roasted Robusta, brewed through a cloth filter, poured strong and fast.
我要一杯 kopi， 还有一个 kaya toast set。
A cup of kopi, 2 soft-boiled eggs, kaya toast. That's a full breakfast order. If you're new to ordering kopi, here's a quick guide. Kopi is coffee with condensed milk. Kopi C comes with evaporated milk and sugar. Kopi O is black with sugar, and Kopi O kosong is black without sugar.
Add pink if you want it ice, siu dai if you want it less sweet, gao if you want it stronger, and po if you want it weaker.
Then there's Kopi Goyo. Served with a slice of butter stirred in. It's rich, slightly salty, and still staple for some older regulars.
If you want to try a very Singaporean style of coffee, this is the one that you should go for.
I've worked with a lot of coffee styles, but one thing never changes. If the roast isn't right, it shows in every cup. I visit a family-run roastery that's been roasting since the 1960s. Jacob is a second-generation roaster.
This is where we store all our green coffee. We have air condition running 24/7 just to keep the raw material really fresh. We have about 12 different single origin here. We're going to roast one of our staple blend, which is beans from Colombia and as well as Guatemala.
His father started young, roasting beans for a Dutch coffee company before setting up his own roastery by the time he was 19.
My dad, the very first job that he wants me to take on is actually coffee roasting. This is the heart of the whole operation. We don't have a fancy machine like what we have now. We have a desert fire machine, which is very rare. Everything is by feel, by eye, by smell. So this is how I was trained, yeah.
Jacob shifted his focus, roasting only Arabica beans for specialty brews.
How do you ensure that the consistency is applied now in your roastery?
When we design a roast profile, the kind of heat application on the beans, simply put it like a 20 seconds or even a 5 seconds difference is going to create a totally different taste profile to the customers. So it's important, to keep things consistent because we're dealing with food products. It changes time to time. So we need to be very adaptive to how the coffee changes by tasting the coffee, and then we come back to the roaster and start making adjustment. Having the ability to taste the coffee With high accuracy, it's very important. I think the consistency that we are able to replicate the coffee, not just roasting, but how we brew the coffee is equally important as well.
Today, the roastery offers one of the widest range of single origin beans. Single origin means beans from one farm or producer. These beans are supplied to cafes, hotels, and offices around the city.
So Tiong Ho has such a rich history over more than 50 years now. How do you plan to take it to the next 50 years?
As you can see from our tagline, better coffee for all. So this is the philosophy we want to bring across. But more importantly, how are we going to do it? Being humble, being generous in whatever we share, sets the foundation of what we do from day to day. Be it from coffee we source, how we put things into practice, and more importantly, how we deliver the coffee to bring across a good cup of coffee to consumer. I think this is, it sets the foundation.
This roastery has evolved with the times without compromising on quality. But coffee culture isn't just evolving, it's expanding. More of us are paying attention not just to what we drink, but where. I head east to Tampines, where a new kind of coffee space is taking shape.
Hey, brother! Hey! Welcome to my home cafe.
This is where my friend Terence lives. It is also home to one of the more unexpected coffee setups I've seen.
We have a brew bar here, then we have the espresso bar just at the side of the kitchen.
Terence has spent nearly 20 years in the coffee industry. He's a former national champion and he's also my coach. And now he's pouring competition-grade cups for his neighbors.
This is a very new estate. There's about 1,500 households. I guess the big idea is more of like connecting the community together, because I observe like once we move into new HDBs, and most of the time we get our doors closed and we hardly get a chance to meet our neighbors. Using coffee as a medium, starting a home cafe, it allows people to come and visit and give us a chance to get to know the neighbors better. By their name, we know their preferences.
For this neighborhood, is yours the only one that is doing a home cafe?
There are other businesses around, even like grooming of nails and doing of hairs and stuff. I feel at this current juncture, everyone is more curious about home-based business and what kind of like coffee quality or beverages they can get from house or home. And I hope that we can help our neighbors to understand more about quality of coffee. Thankfully, coffee is pretty common language for a lot of people. So it breaks down a lot of barrel, and I guess it allows people to just get connected faster.
People like Terence are showing how something simple, like a cup of coffee, can bring people together. I've heard of a different kind of gathering, where coffee meets music. It's a car showroom, but it sounds like a party. Started by friends in their early 20s, DJ spin, brews are poured, and dancing with a coffee in hand is just part of the vibe.
We've all been classmates since secondary one. We just had shared passions like coffee, music. I love holding parties.
So I think that was when we sort of realized, like, okay, why don't we do a friends and family thing where we, had throw our first event at our apartment. So we actually recorded the set, posted the set clips online with text saying like, oh, would you be interested in a sober day party with specialty coffee? And I think we were really fortunate that the videos, went viral.
For us, we want to bring people who used to go to the club or people who don't like going to the club to come down and meet with one another. Yeah.
An alternative venue.
Yeah.
So you're in your early 20s. Why do you think your generation appreciates this?
When they go to the club, the taxi prices are very expensive, alcohol as well. So that's why we price our events at $20, because we want this to be an accessible place, And I would attribute the second reason to the Sober Curious movement.
People are really prioritizing wellness and more genuine connections now, but they want to meet new people in an environment that promotes it.
When we first started, it was really a lot of our own circles and a lot of Gen Z people. But now we actually see a lot of people who are tourists coming to our events as well.
We've also expanded in terms of generations. We had a mother and son pair come in and they were dancing
Yeah,
together.
they were pushed into
running
the
around.
center of the dance floor.
Yeah,
It was really good
and it was
time.
really, really fun.
Very wholesome.
Yeah.
And when do you guys see this going for, at least for the next few years?
We want to continue making innovative, healthy third spaces for people to socialize. How we want to cultivate appreciation for specialty coffee. We really want to use our platform to spotlight, DJs, roasteries that we really like as well.
I've spent over a decade in coffee, and what's clear to me now is there's no one way to enjoy it. Whether it's brewed at a kopitiam, poured in a home cafe, or served on a dance floor, coffee in Singapore is more than just a drink. To me, it's a way we can all come together.